next finger lock is utterly wicked. I was taught it by Professor Remy Presses. This is a favorite of my very first instructor, Warren Christensen, and he calls it Yubi Tori finger technique. I nicknamed it Earl's finger lock because there's a modern Arnis player down in Texas. His name is Earl Tullis, and he's really good at this lock. Anyway, where we start out is we've got my palm to the back of her hand, but where I can loop my bottom two fingers to her bottom two fingers. And I swing the arm up and out this way. And you notice that this creates an arch. I will step under the hands. I'm not going to step under past this way because when I do, she might bend. And now we have a counter, which is not what I intended. Up here, I will step under right where the meeting point of both of our hands. And as I do this, when my left leg comes through, I will use my shoulder just to pop her elbow up just a little bit. And then my right hand comes and clamps around the wrist. I bring this to my body, and I want to show you something. I'm going to turn Susan a little bit. Notice that from this position, her hand is rotated outwards just about as far as it can go. From this point, I create a base, and then I rotate her hand so that what I'm looking at is I'm taking these two fingers, and I want to touch the meeting point where her thumb comes up into her wrist. Now, that's not going to happen because once I do this, take a look at that body reaction. I've got her, I can pick her up. From this point, I can rotate her down. This is a terrific control mechanism. Notice, as I pull her fingers, I pull them up and across. So I'm not just getting the two fingers and pulling down. You notice where my fingers are, they're down where her index and her middle finger are. Okay, this will be painful, but if you separate out, yeah, you see that little jerk there? I'm gonna do that again, just nice and soft. Boom. That's because I've got her two fingers away from her hand and so forth. So you watch this again. Just the clean version. I haven't done anything to distract, etc. Perhaps I come off of a lock and I'm right down here, but swings up, step under the arch this way, shoulder slightly bends her elbow. This is just so I can bring this down to create a base. Fingers separate, and then I've got my rotation. If I wish, I can continue with the step, and notice where my leg is. I continue with that step, bang, down she goes, or it can just be, all right, let's move, let's go this way, using it as a come along. Be easy on this because you notice I've got full bend of the wrist. I have full bend of the fingers. Very painful. Really watch what's happening with your partner. Notice, there, I've got her, I stopped. There was the shoulder action. You want to slam somebody to the wall, bang, or pitch them over your leg or whatever. If you do this, do it easily, do it relaxedly, very painful.